Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Adamanticus. This is our Direwolf20 1.19 playthrough. It's stormy outside. Do you guys see any heffalumps or woozles out there? Do you know what heffalumps and woozles are? I hope there's no heffalumps and woozles out there. Anyways, today we're going to do some tools. We're gonna, nice and stormy. We're gonna get some good tools together. And we got all these basic tools that we get from exploring and stuff. And then we've got our mining gadget here, which is awesome. We're getting ready to upgrade it so that we can mine in a 3x3. But other than that, I want something that's really good at taking down trees. And not just the mining gadget. I mean, once I get a fortune upgrade on it, then I should be able to get saplings and stuff with it and no problems and that kind of thing. But for now, I want a better tool. That way we can explore this mod pack a little bit and see what all it offers. So I've got a couple different ideas. Let me, actually to start with, like I said, we want to start with this upgrade real quick. Where's it? 3x3, there it is. So we need 4, we need that, and we need those. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I make it yet? I don't think I made it, did I? Maybe I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, there's that. And pickaxe. There we go. So we're going to plop this down. Get this going. And then we come over here to our upgrade table. Put that in there. Shift click that into there. And we are modified. In order to change the modifications on your mining gadget, you can shift right click and it'll bring up the menu here. This gives you the ability to change how you're mining, the range you're mining with. You can even edit the visuals, so you can pick whatever color you want, or you can pick how the blocks shrink or fade. I like the fade. I don't know what precision mode is. If you know what precision mode is, let me know. And then of course volume of the gun itself. In fact, I want to turn that down. Once we got everything together, crafted all our goodies together, then we can go out into the world and see what kind of results we can get. So, should be interesting. One of the things we want to make is a magnet. And I know there's this mod in here called Goober Goblet, and it offers a bunch of different rings that you can use. All the blue rings are Goober Goblets that you can get here in the overworld. The red rings are from Goober Goblets that you can get in the nether. And then down here, these, I don't know what you'd call them, teal colored rings. You can get those from the end. Yeah, blue, red, teal. Sounds pretty good. So, but I noticed that Goober Goblet has, or Goober, maybe it's Goober 2. Goober 2. Guess it's all Goober 2. The name of the mod is Goober 2. Look at that. Anyway, we got this Ring of Attraction, a magnet that draws dropped items toward the player. It looks like we can toggle it on and off. So I think we want one of those on us. That way we can attract items while we're mining and stuff like that. But the main mod I want to talk about today is Silent Gear. Silent Gear, if you haven't noticed, kind of resembles Tinker's Construct. Looks like it's got a bunch of different templates that you can use to create a bunch of different tools. The ones that I'm really interested in are the saw blueprint, the excavator blueprint, the katana blueprint, the spear blueprint, and the sickle blueprint. Mostly because they seem like different types of main weapons. Instead of using just a normal sword, I'll be using a katana, and likewise and onward. So the different types of templates that you can make only differ in one way. The blue templates are blueprints and they can be used over and over again. Down here are the actual wooden templates that you can use, but they only have a one-time use. Ultimately, I want to focus on creating the blueprints, which I already have created a bunch of the blueprints, but I'm going to show you how the templates work versus the blueprints. So all we need to make a template board is some wood, and a flint. We'll get those. And then let's say we wanted to make the saw template. So what it requires is 5 of the template boards and 2 sticks. Put that in there, and you get your template. So you go through them really quick, although they are pretty cheap to make. Like I said, the only downside is that you only get to use it once. So in order to make it, you actually follow the same blueprint that you had before. Put iron in there, put some sticks in there, and that did not do it. There it is. Okay, so you need 5 pieces and 1 stick. And now you get your saw. Now Silent Gear, the materials that you use to create your tools will give your tool different traits. Like right now, because I used iron, we've got the Malleable 3 trait. Gear sometimes takes less damage. The magnetic, which pulls in nearby items, which will be useful when we're doing trees and saplings. And then the Flexible 2. Gear occasionally takes less damage. So just makes everything more durable. Now we have a saw. And the cool thing about this saw is that it should be able to take down an entire tree in one chop. You just take down the bottommost log and poof, the whole tree will go down. Should be nice. But I really want to test this against a couple other methods of taking down trees. I might be overdoing it, and I may have to carry a generator with me in order to power the thing. But there is an automatic tree chopper that I want to test. It'll come in really handy later on when we're actually able to fully automate the tree chopping system. But while we're out collecting different types of trees in the world, it'd be nice to have something to, chop them down fairly quickly. So we got this item from Engineer's Decor called Small Tree Cutter. It does require a little bit. Oh, I don't even have any nether quartz. I'm going to have to go back to the nether and get some quartz. I really don't have any nether quartz. No, that's fluorite. I really don't have any nether quartz. Okay, well, I guess that means I need to go to the nether to get some quartz to be able to test that one. This video is not going to be normal. I already feel like it's disjointed. Okay, it glows whenever it is active. It doesn't go. Why it doesn't go in here? I don't think the goober rings work. They don't work on the baubles. Weakening Iron Sword of Critical Thinking. Critical thinking is important. It is important. Critical thinking. Critical thinking is important. So now we can turn our, so it's not a shift right click, it's just a right click to toggle it on and off. It's kind of confusing. Kind of confusing-ish. So now that we have distracted ourselves, we are going to come back to Silent Gear like we started. We are going to make a couple of these other tools. So we're looking at replacing the axe. We're looking at replacing pretty much everything. So let me come in here. I want the one for the spear and the katana for sure. So I'm guessing if we go there, go like that, and go like this. Nope. There it is. All right, so we got the katana, and it's magnetic too. Saying it's at a 1.4 speed, which is not as fast as the sword, but we're going to have it. We're going to take it because it looks cool. And then the spear, where's the recipe for it? That would be the recipe for it. There it is. That recipe is a little confusing. We'll also want the excavator. And I want to do the sickle. There's excavator. And then the sickle looks like it's 3 like that. Put that stick in there. The sickle can go right in the middle. Look at that. So the other part to keep in mind about Silent Gear is that it's got this material grader. And this thing is supposed to be able to run an analysis on any kind of material that you have in the game to find out what exactly its stats are and what it can give you. I've never used it myself, but we're definitely going to look into making it once I have access to some more, some nether quartz. I know the spot that I'm at in the nether doesn't really have a lot, and I haven't explored a lot, so I need to get in there and explore a lot and see what else I can find. So I'll probably do that before the next episode. But I think once we get the material grader, we'll definitely get a better idea of what each material will give us. Like, it gives us stuff right now, but I wonder if that's all it's going to give us. If it's just going to give us a duplicate of what we have here on the screen, or if it'll give us a better idea of how we can use it. I know in some other mod packs you can mix and match the materials whenever you're creating the weapons or tools through Silent Gear to give you better traits and stuff like that. But I know this mod pack has it limited to creating tools and weapons with one type of material alone, and then upgrading it along the way, probably with different types of materials. So we'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, once we get the nether quartz, we should have a better idea. So now that we have these things, let's go see what they do. We'll take a couple older tools with us. That way we can kind of have a comparison. And it takes out the whole thing. Just like that. That's awesome. We don't want to take out a lot of these trees near us because even though they are really cool, we'll take out one so we can get some saplings. Need one that's standing by itself. Oh. Nice. And then the magnet kicks in and pulls everything towards you. Nice. Very cool. So now the real question is, how big of a tree will it cut down? The nice thing about the Silent Gear tools and weapons is that you can repair them. They won't ever break and totally disappear. When you actually repair them using a, what is it? A repair kit right here. These crude repair kits, Crimson, Azure, which we can create those in the crafting table. And eventually we will, but for coming out and testing stuff, I don't think we'll need to repair anything yet. So now the question is, where do we go? There's some really tall trees back this direction. So let me go find some tall trees and a good place to come test this stuff. And because I don't want to destroy the environment around here. But let me go find a good spot and then we will see what these tools can do. All right, be right back. One of the things I wanted to test this saw on were the Ars Nouveau trees. So let's see how it does. Let's go down low. Do this one. Nothing. Does it need to be part of the actual trunk? Let's go right here. Boom. All of it. Oh wow, I got the stuff below it too. Nice. Well, that's cool. Usually with stuff like this, it kind of tends to pick things above where you're sawing at, and then it leaves everything below it. But so far, it looks pretty good. So purple, green, red. Wow, these got some good meals on them too, man. There's food everywhere in this game. Absolutely everywhere. Like if you're hungry, just go chop down a tree. Most likely it'll give you some food. We got purple, red, blue, and green. I guess that's the only ones there are, isn't there? Isn't it? Isn't it? Let's get this one too. Oh yeah, this is the way to get trees right here. Look at that. So I'm in the savannah. There's a lion. Ah, there's several lions. I didn't see them at first. I saw that guy first. An elephant. What are you doing, Mr. Elephant? I wonder what else is in this area. Squid. There's a ladder that goes up to the airship. I'm sure that's certain death. What are you guys? Giraffes. Check out the giraffes. Hi, giraffes. Another rhinocerosauruses. There's rhinoceri all over the place. What are you? Oh, you're a starbuncle. Supposed to be testing our axe, not getting sidetracked. Getting all the logs and saplings. I don't know why. I enjoy collecting the logs and saplings. I think it's the collecting thing. But we need some really big trees. There they are. There's them really big trees. That's what I want to test this thing on. We're going to break it. I want to see how much of the tree it'll take out. Because these ones are about as big as the redwoods. I mean, the redwoods are probably taller. Probably bigger, too. Some of them, for sure. All right. Here's the real test. How much of this tree will it take out? And broken. Took it almost all out. Look at that. Look at that. 5 stacks. Only 5 saplings. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff up there. Well, we broke that. Now we're going to have to use our axe. We can't leave the tree hanging. Okay, well, we're back at the house. I think we're getting ready to end the episode. I know I didn't get to compare a lot this episode. I wanted to actually compare the saw against some other ways of taking down a tree. I mean, we've all seen an actual axe take down a tree 1 block at a time. And obviously the saw is much, much faster, more efficient. Can even take out some of those big trees. But I wanted to compare it against some other axes. You got a lot of different variations of normal axes. There's some paxels. There's a gobber tree axe. You're gonna need a lot of gobber. I don't even know if we've got enough goober. Well, I'm gonna collect some more gobber goblets so that we can possibly do that. I'm gonna have to do some more mining for some more gold anyways, because I know we're getting really, really low on gold. So maybe that should be the next thing that I get. When I'm down there mining, I should target the gold level and see if I can get a lot of gold. Dang, we're low on string too. We need string. This episode is not turning out the way I wanted it to. I wanted to do a little more comparison, and this is... Sorry. Next episode, I will try to be a little more organized. But I am definitely slacking a lot. I need to do a lot more work in this world. My apologies. I will make sure the next episode has a little more to it. I'm gonna quit here before I start to embarrass myself, because I have no string, and I have no stuff, and I have no things, and I thought I had everything. But I don't. So, we will conclude this episode. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I definitely appreciate it, especially for my disorganization. I've been sick too, so is that a good excuse? I don't like using the word excuse, because then everything just sounds like an excuse. But hey, on to the next one. We're going to expand the base out, I think. I have an idea for expanding the base out that I think would be kind of unique. I hope sees. So we'll see how it goes. Until then, we'll see everybody until then, we will see everybody later. See ya.